I was stranded at a foreign airport with my dying son when the most dangerous man in Italy locked eyes with me across the terminal. Within hours, I'd witnessed him break a man's wrist with his bare hands, been mistaken for a criminal by a rival Mafia family, and found myself trapped on his private jet, flying into a world I didn't understand. They say I look exactly like his dead wife, the woman who died in a car bomb meant for him 3 years ago. Now his enemies think I'm his weakness. His second-in-command is missing, and somehow I've gone from waitress to the one thing standing between this broken Mafia boss and complete destruction. What I didn't expect was falling in love with the man everyone fears, or that he'd take 3 bullets for me, or that my 7-year-old son would be the one to finally make him smile again. Subscribe and comment if you've ever found love in the most impossible place, because this story gets darker before the dawn. The airport smelled wrong. Too many people pressed too close. I shifted on the hard bench. Matteo's head rested against my shoulder. His breathing was shallow. The inhaler in my purse was almost empty. "Mama?" His voice was quiet. "Sleep, baby." I stroked his hair. "We'll figure this out." We wouldn't. I knew that. The flight was canceled. My phone was dead. Someone had stolen my wallet 3 hours ago. Elena felt scared. She pushed the fear down. The crowd moved suddenly. People stepped back. A path cleared through the terminal. Men in black suits walked through. 5 of them. Maybe 6. They didn't look at anyone. Except one. His eyes found mine. Ice blue. Cold and sharp. My breath caught. He didn't smile. Didn't stop walking. But something shifted in his expression. Recognition. Interest. The crowd closed behind them. Normal noise returned. I held Matteo tighter. My heart was pounding. "Ma'am, I told you. No refunds." The airline agent's voice was sharp. "I don't want a refund." I kept my voice steady. "I need another flight. My son is sick." "Not my problem. Please." The word hurt. "I need to get home." "Next." He waved me away. I didn't move. My hands gripped the counter. Elena felt angry. "Ma'am, you're holding up the line. I'm not leaving until—" Someone yanked my purse. Hard. I spun around. A man ran through the crowd. My purse dangled from his hand. "Stop!" I shouted. No one moved. No one helped. Then the thief fell. Face first. A man in a black suit stood over him. He picked up my purse, walked toward me. His face showed nothing. He handed it to me. Didn't speak. Turned and walked away. I clutched the purse. My chest tightened. Behind him, the ice blue eyes watched. The man from before. He stood near a window. He nodded once. Not friendly. Just acknowledging. I didn't thank him. Didn't know if I should. I found a quieter corner. Matteo was sleeping again. I counted the cash in my purse. 70 euros. Not enough. My phone was still dead. No way to call anyone. No one to call anyway. I closed my eyes. Tried to think. Elena Cruz? I looked up. A man stood in front of me. Tattoos covered his neck. His voice was rough. "Who are you?" "You have something that belongs to us." He grabbed my arm. "Where is it?" "I don't know what you're talking about." I pulled back. "Let go." "The password. Now." Elena felt terrified. "I don't have a password. You have the wrong person." His grip tightened. Pain shot up my arm. "Please." "My son." Wrong answer. A hand closed around the man's wrist. Calm. Precise. She said no. The ice blue eyes were right there, close enough to touch. His voice was quiet. The tattooed man tried to pull away. Couldn't. "Moretti, this doesn't concern you." "It does now." His tone didn't change. "Release her." "She's carrying—" A crack. Sharp and sudden. The man screamed. I saw the wrist bend wrong, saw the man drop to his knees. "Leave." The blue-eyed man's voice was still quiet. "Before I break the other one." The tattooed man ran. Blood dripped from his wrist. I pulled Matteo behind me, shielded him. Elena felt sick. "You're bleeding." The man looked at my arm. "Don't touch me." "I won't." He stepped back. "But he will return. With others." I don't know what he wanted. I know. His eyes found mine again. "But they think you do." "That's enough." My breath caught. "What does that mean?" "It means you're not safe here." He gestured. His men appeared from nowhere. "Come with me." "No." "Then stay. Die here. Your choice." Matteo whimpered behind me. I felt him shake. Something shifted in the man's expression, softer, just for a second. "I won't hurt you," he said. "Or the boy." Airport security arrived. Lights flashing, voices shouting. The blue-eyed man spoke to them, low and fast. Money changed hands. Everyone nodded. I tried to leave. His bodyguard blocked me. "Sir wants your luggage found," the bodyguard said. "I don't have luggage. It was stolen. We'll replace it." The man's voice came from behind me. "You can't travel with nothing." I turned. "I'm not traveling with you." "You are." His voice was calm, certain. "The man who grabbed you works for the Rossi family. They mistook you for someone else." "Then tell them I'm not." Too late. He moved closer, not threatening, just near. "They have your photo now, your face. They think you're hiding something." Elena felt trapped. "I'm not hiding anything." "I believe you." His eyes didn't leave mine. "They won't." "So what do I do?" "Come with me, until this ends." "I don't even know who you are." "Luca Moretti." He offered his hand. I didn't take it. "And you're safer with me than here." Two men brought bags, new clothes, toiletries, everything we needed. "I can't pay for this," I said. "You don't have to." Luca's voice was steady. "I'm not in debt to you." "Good." Something shifted in his eyes. "I don't want your debt. I want you alive." Matteo tugged my sleeve. "Mama, I'm tired." "I know, baby." I knelt down. "Soon." Luca watched us. His expression changed again. Gentler. Sad. "How old is he?" he asked. 7. "He needs rest. And medicine." Luca gestured to his men. "We have both on the jet." "I'm not getting on a jet with you." "Then get on for him." He looked at Matteo. "He's struggling to breathe." I hated that he was right. Hated that I had no choice. "Where are we going?" "Italy. My home." His voice was quiet. "You can leave once we land. If you want." "If?" "You'll see." He turned. "Come." I should have run. Should have screamed. Should have done anything else. But Matteo wheezed in my arms. His inhaler was empty. We had nowhere to go. Elena felt desperate. I followed Luca Moretti through the airport. His men surrounded us. No one looked twice. Outside, a black car waited. Luca opened the door himself. "Get in." I climbed in. Matteo curled against me. Luca sat across from us, closed the door. The car moved. "Where's the jet?" I asked. "Private runway, 10 minutes." I looked out the window, watched the airport disappear. My phone buzzed, battery dying but alive for a moment. A message from an unknown number. A photo. Of me. At the airport. Today. Caption. Target confirmed. Eliminate. My hands shook. I showed Luca. His jaw tightened. "When did this arrive?" "Just now." He took my phone. Checked something. His voice was sharp. "Rico, trace this." The bodyguard in front nodded. Luca handed the phone back. "You were marked hours ago, before I intervened." "Why?" "Someone thinks you have information, or access to it." His eyes found mine. "They're wrong, but they won't stop." Elena felt sick. "I'm just a waitress. I don't know anything." "I know." His voice softened. "But they planted something, or someone used you as a cover." "Who?" "We'll find out." The car stopped. "We're here." The jet was white, sleek, larger than I expected. Luca climbed the stairs first. Turned, offered his hand. I ignored it. Carried Matteo myself. Inside, the jet was all leather and dark wood. Quiet. Clean. A woman in uniform approached. "Sir, we're ready." "Good." Luca gestured to a seat. "Sit. Strap in." I sat. Buckled Matteo beside me. His eyes were closing. Luca sat across from us again. Watched. "There's medicine in the back," he said. "For his breathing. The doctor stocked everything." "You have a doctor on the jet?" "I have doctors everywhere." His voice was matter of fact. "You'll meet one when we land." The engines roared. The jet moved. Matteo gripped my hand. "Mama, I'm scared." Luca leaned forward. His voice changed. Gentle, warm. "It's okay to be scared," he said. "Flying feels strange at first." Matteo looked at him. "You fly a lot?" "Every week. Sometimes more." Luca's eyes softened. "It gets easier." "Like riding a bike." "I don't know how to ride a bike." "Then I'll teach you." The words came naturally. "When we land." Something shifted in Luca's expression. Surprise at his own offer. Matteo smiled. Small but real. Elena felt confused. This man broke someone's wrist minutes ago. Now he was promising bike lessons. The jet lifted. Matteo squeezed my hand tighter. Luca kept talking, told Matteo about flying through storms, about seeing mountains from above. His voice was steady, calming. Matteo's grip loosened. His breathing evened. By the time we leveled out, Matteo was asleep. Luca sat back, looked at me. "Thank you," I said. The words felt strange. "He's a good kid." "He is." The silence stretched between us. "Why are you helping us?" I asked. Luca's eyes found mine, held them. "Because no one helped me when I needed it." His voice was quiet. "And I won't let that happen to someone else." "You don't know me." "No." He stood, walked to a cabinet, pulled out a blanket. "But I know fear, and you're drowning in it." He draped the blanket over Matteo, set a glass of water on the table beside me. "Sleep if you can," he said. "We land in 4 hours." He moved to the back of the jet, sat alone. I watched him, tried to understand. His face was hard, sharp, dangerous, but his hands had been gentle with Matteo, his voice kind. Elena felt torn. I didn't trust him, couldn't, but I needed him, for now. Turbulence woke me. The jet shook. Matteo stirred but didn't wake. Luca was beside me, had moved seats. "Just weather," he said. "We're almost there." "Where's there?" "Amalfi Coast, my villa." "I thought you said I could leave when we landed." "You can." His voice was steady. "But you won't." "Why not?" He pulled out his phone, showed me a message. A photo. The tattooed man from the airport. Dead. Bullet hole in his head. Caption: "She talks. She dies. You protect her, you die." My chest tightened. "They killed him for failing," Luca said. "And they'll kill you for existing, unless I stop them." "How?" "By making it clear you're under my protection." His eyes found mine. "And no one touches what's mine." "I'm not yours." "No." Something shifted in his expression. "But they'll think you are. That's what keeps you alive." The jet descended. My ears popped. "And if I refuse? Then you die in a foreign country with no one to protect your son." His voice was quiet, brutal, honest. "Is that what you want?" Elena felt trapped, angry, scared. "No." "Then trust me." He stood. "For now." The wheels hit the runway. Smooth. Final. Through the window I saw darkness. A few lights. Nothing else. Luca moved to the door, waited for it to open. I unbuckled Matteo, held him close. His breathing was better. The altitude helped. The door opened. Cool air rushed in. Luca stepped out first. Looked around. Then I heard it. Shouting. Gunfire. Luca spun. Pulled a gun from inside his jacket. "Get down!" he shouted. I dropped. Covered Matteo with my body. More shots. Closer. Louder. Luca fired back. 3 shots. Fast and precise. Silence. He turned. His face was hard. "Stay behind me. Move when I move." I nodded. Couldn't speak. He stepped onto the stairs. I followed. Matteo clung to me. On the runway, 2 bodies. Luca's men stood over them. "Rossi's men," one said. Luca's jaw tightened. "How did they know?" "Don't know, sir." He looked at me. His eyes were sharp, calculating. "You were never safe in that airport," he said. "And you're not safe now. Not without me." I wanted to argue, wanted to scream, wanted to take Matteo and run, but the bodies on the ground stopped me. The guns, the blood. Elena felt terrified, helpless. "What do I do?" My voice shook. Luca's expression softened. Just slightly. "You come with me?" he said. "You trust me, and you let me keep you alive." He offered his hand again. This time, I took it. His grip was firm, warm, steady. He pulled me forward, away from the jet, toward a car. Matteo whispered against my neck. "Mama, I'm scared." "Me too, baby." I held him tighter. "Me too." Luca opened the car door. "Get in, both of you." I climbed in. He followed. The door slammed shut. The car sped away. Lights faded behind us. I looked at Luca. His gun was still in his hand. His face was cold again. "Where are we going?" "Somewhere they can't reach you." His voice was quiet, final. "Somewhere only I control." The world outside the window blurred. Dark roads. No streetlights. Just mountains and sea. Elena felt trapped in a nightmare she couldn't wake from. The man beside her had killed without hesitation, but he had also saved us. Twice. I didn't know which truth mattered more. Mateo's breathing steadied against me. He was falling asleep again, trusting, innocent. Luca glanced at him. Something shifted in his eyes. Grief, old and deep. "I'll keep him safe," Luca said, "whatever it costs." "Why?" "Because I failed to keep someone else safe." His voice cracked, just barely. "And I won't fail again." The car climbed higher. The sea disappeared. Mountains rose around us. We were leaving everything behind. My life, my plans, my freedom. And I had no choice but to follow this dangerous man into the darkness. Because the only thing more terrifying than staying with him was trying to survive without him. The villa appeared through the darkness. White stone, glass walls, lights glowing against the night. Guards stood at the gate. They opened it without speaking. The car stopped. Luca got out first, scanned everything, then nodded to me. "It's clear." I climbed out with Mateo. He was awake now, staring. "Mama, is this a castle?" "No, baby." I set him down. "Just a house. A very big house." Luca's voice was softer now. "With a room just for you." Mateo's eyes widened. "Really?" "Really." Luca walked toward the entrance. "Come." Inside, everything was white and glass. The ocean stretched beyond the windows. Endless. Dark. A woman approached. Older. Kind face. "This is Maria," Luca said. "She manages the house. Anything you need, ask her." Maria smiled at Mateo. "You must be hungry." "I am." Mateo looked at me. "Mama?" "It's okay," I said. "Go with her." Maria took his hand, led him toward what looked like a kitchen. I started to follow. Luca caught my arm. Gently. "Let him eat. We need to talk." Elena felt nervous. "About what?" "Rules." He released me. Walked toward a study. "Come." The study was dark wood and leather. Books lined the walls. A desk dominated the center. Luca poured 2 drinks. Handed me one. "I don't drink." "You will tonight." His voice was firm. "Sit." I sat. Didn't touch the glass. He leaned against the desk. Studied me. "You'll stay here until the threat is eliminated," he said. "Could be days. Could be weeks. I can't stay here that long." "You can. You will." His eyes found mine. "You have no money, no passport, nowhere to go. You could give me those things." "I could." He sipped his drink. "But then you'd be dead within hours." Elena felt angry. "So I'm a prisoner. You're protected." His voice was steady. "There's a difference." "Not from where I'm sitting." Something shifted in his expression, almost amused. "You're brave," he said. "Stupid, but brave. I'm a mother, not brave, just desperate." "Then be desperate here, safely." He set his glass down. "The rules are simple. Don't leave without guards. Don't answer unknown calls. Don't trust anyone I haven't vetted." "What about you? What about me? Should I trust you?" His eyes held mine. The silence stretched. "No," he said finally. "But I'm your best option." I took a drink. The liquor burned. I didn't care. "How long have you done this?" I asked. "Protected strangers?" "Killed people." His jaw tightened. "Since I was 20. 15 years. "Why?" "Because my father did. And his father before him." His voice was flat. "It's the family business. You could leave." "No." Something shifted in his eyes. Pain. I couldn't. "Why not?" "Because leaving means dying." He moved to the window, looked out. "And I'm not ready for that." I watched him, saw the tension in his shoulders, the weight he carried. "Were you always this cold?" I asked. He turned. His eyes found mine. "No," he said. "I learned." Maria showed me to a room, large, white, the ocean visible through floor-to-ceiling windows. Mateo was already there, on a bed that dwarfed him, asleep. "He ate well," Maria said. "Good boy. Thank you. The bathroom is through there. Clean clothes in the closet." She paused at the door. "Mr. Moretti is a good man, despite everything." "Is he?" "He saved you, didn't he?" Her voice was gentle. "That means something." She left. The door clicked shut. I stood at the window, watched the dark ocean, tried to process everything. 24 hours ago, I was in a different country, a different life. Now I was in a Mafia boss's villa, surrounded by guards, hunted by people I didn't know. Elena felt overwhelmed. I climbed into bed beside Mateo, held him close. His breathing was steady, peaceful. At least one of us could sleep. I woke to shouting. Matteo was gone. I ran. Out of the room, down the hall, following the voices. In the main room, Matteo stood beside Luca, both looking at a tablet. See? Luca pointed. That's a fighter jet. Different from mine. Yours is prettier. Matteo's voice was awed. I think so too. Luca looked up, saw me. Good morning. What are you doing? Showing him planes. Luca's voice was casual. He asked. Matteo ran to me. Mama, Luca has 12 planes. I don't have 12. Luca's lips almost smiled. I have access to 12. Different thing. Still a lot. Matteo bounced. Can we see them? Maybe. Luca looked at me. If your mother approves. Elena felt confused. This wasn't the same man from last night. This version was almost normal. We'll see, I said. Matteo frowned but didn't argue. Maria appeared with breakfast, set it on the table. Eat, Luca said. Both of you. He started to leave. Matteo caught his sleeve. Aren't you eating? Luca paused. Something shifted in his expression. I have work. Work can wait. Matteo tugged. Mama says eating together is important. Luca looked at me. I shrugged. He sat. Slowly, like he'd forgotten how. We ate in silence. Matteo chattered about planes. I watched Luca. He barely touched his food. Just listened to Matteo. His eyes soft in a way I hadn't seen before. You're good with him, I said quietly. I'm not. His voice was tight. I'm just trying. Why? His eyes found mine, held them, because he deserves someone who tries. That night I tried to leave, just to test it, to see if I really was a prisoner. I made it to the front door, opened it. An explosion lit the street below. Fire. Smoke. Screaming metal. I stumbled back. Luca appeared from nowhere, pulled me away from the door. What was that? My voice shook. Car bomb. His voice was calm. Too calm. Meant for my men, or you. Hard to say. Elena felt terrified. They know I'm here. They know someone is here. He closed the door. Locked it. They don't know who. Yet. How does that help? It buys time. He looked at me. His eyes were hard again. Time to find out who's leaking information. And stop them. Someone here is betraying you? Maybe. Maybe they're tracking phones. Or watching the roads. His jaw tightened. Either way, you don't leave. Understand? I wasn't. Don't lie. His voice was sharp. I know what you were doing. And I know you're scared. But running gets you killed. So does staying. No. He moved closer. Not threatening. Just near. Staying gets you protected. Running gets you hunted. Choose. I wanted to scream. Wanted to hit him. Wanted anything but this helpless feeling. Instead, I nodded. Because he was right. And I hated it. His expression softened. Barely. I'll keep you safe, he said. I promise. Promises don't mean much in your world. They mean everything in mine. His eyes found mine. I don't make them lightly. The explosion's echo still rang in my ears. Smoke drifted through the windows. Luca's calmness frightened me more than the blast. He'd barely reacted, like bombs were normal. Maybe for him they were. Days passed. The villa became a strange kind of prison, beautiful, comfortable, suffocating. I cared for Matteo, avoided Luca, watched the ocean. Matteo did the opposite, followed Luca everywhere, asked endless questions, drew pictures. Luca tolerated it, then accepted it, then seemed to need it. I found them in the library one afternoon. Luca teaching Matteo chess. Move the knight here, Luca said. See? It protects the queen. But what if someone takes the knight? Then the queen is exposed. Luca's voice was patient. That's why you protect her first. Always. Matteo moved the piece, smiled. Like you protect Mama. Luca's hand froze. Something shifted in his expression. Pain. Sharp and sudden. Yes, he said quietly. Like that. I stepped into the room. They both looked up. Mama, Matteo waved. I'm learning chess. I see that. Luca says I'm smart. You are smart. I ruffled his hair. But it's time for your medicine. Matteo's face fell. Do I have to? Yes. I held out my hand. Come on. He went reluctantly. Left me alone with Luca. The silence stretched. Thank you, I said, for being patient with him. He's easy to be patient with. Luca reset the chess pieces. He's a good kid. You raised him well. I did my best. Your best is enough. His eyes found mine. More than enough. Elena felt something shift. Warmth, dangerous and unexpected. Why do you care? I asked. About what? About him. About us. You don't know us. Lucas stood, walked to the window, looked out at the ocean. I had a son once, he said. Or I would have. He died before he was born. My breath caught. Luca. His mother died too. My wife. His voice was flat. Empty. Car bomb. Meant for me. They died in my place. Elena felt sick. When? 3 years ago. He didn't turn. I've been empty since then. Hollow. Going through motions. I'm sorry. Don't be. His voice hardened. It was my fault. My choices. My consequences. It wasn't. It was. He turned. His eyes were bright. Wet. I brought her into this world. Married her. Got her pregnant. And I couldn't protect her. Something shifted in his expression. Raw grief. Still fresh despite the years. That's why you help us, I said. Because you couldn't help them. Yes. The word was barely a whisper. And because your son reminds me of what I lost. And that's selfish. But I can't stop. I moved closer. Not touching. Just near. It's not selfish to care. It is when caring puts you in danger. His voice was rough. Everyone I care about dies. Or gets hurt. That's the pattern. Then break it. How? By staying alive. By keeping us alive. I looked up at him. By not giving up. His eyes found mine. Held them. I gave up 3 years ago, he said. I just kept moving. Then start again now. The silence stretched between us. Heavy. Charged. Matteo called from upstairs. Breaking the moment. I should go, I said. Elena. Luca's voice stopped me. Why were you alone at that airport? My chest tightened. Because I always am. Alone. Why? I took a breath. The story hurt even now. I got pregnant at 18. The father left when I told him. My voice was steady. Practiced. I raised Matteo alone. Worked 3 jobs. Barely slept. Barely survived. What about family? Disowned me. Said I shamed them. Elena felt old pain resurface. I haven't spoken to them in 7 years. Something shifted in Luca's eyes. Understanding. Kinship. You've been fighting alone your whole life. Yes. You don't have to anymore. His voice was quiet. Certain. Not while I'm here. You can't promise that. I just did. His eyes held mine. And I keep my promises. Rico appeared that evening. Luca's second in command. Tall, scarred, dangerous. He spoke to Luca in Italian, fast and urgent. Luca's jaw tightened. He answered in English. Show me. Rico pulled out his phone. Showed Luca something. Photos. Messages. Luca's face went cold. When? This morning. Posted publicly. Rico glanced at me. She's been identified. Who identified her? Bianca Rossi. The name hit like ice. Luca's ex-lover. The woman mentioned in the car. What does she want? Luca's voice was sharp. You and revenge. Rico's voice was grim. She thinks Elena is your replacement. That you replaced Sofia with her. Sofia's been dead 3 years. Bianca doesn't care. Rico looked at me again. She leaked Elena's photo to every family in Italy. Claims she's your weakness. Elena felt scared. Exposed. What does that mean? I asked. Luca turned. His eyes found mine. It means every enemy I have now sees you as leverage, as a target, as a way to hurt me. But I'm not. Doesn't matter what you are. His voice was hard. Matters what they think you are. And now they think you're mine. Fix it. Tell them I'm not. I can't. Something shifted in his expression. Because even if I wanted to, they wouldn't believe me. And if they did, you'd lose the only protection keeping you alive. Your protection. Yes. Rico cleared his throat. Boss, there's more. Tell me. Bianca's allied with the Marchetti family. They're planning something soon. Luca's hands tightened into fists. How soon? Days. Maybe less. Double the guards. Lock down the villa. No one in or out without my approval. Already done. Rico nodded. But boss. What? She looks like her. Like Sofia. Rico's voice was quiet. Everyone sees it. That's why Bianca's so angry. Luca's eyes found mine again. Studied my face. I saw it then. The way he looked at me. Not just as someone to protect. As someone who reminded him of everything he lost. Elena felt uncomfortable. Used. Is that why you helped me? I asked. Because I look like your dead wife? Luca's expression hardened. No. Then why? Because you needed help. And I could give it. His voice was firm. That's all. Liar. Something shifted in his eyes. Surprise. Then almost a smile. Maybe, he said. But the lie keeps you alive, so I'll keep telling it. That night I couldn't sleep. Kept thinking about Bianca, about Sophia, about being someone's replacement. I went downstairs, found Luca in the study, glass in hand, staring at nothing. Can't sleep? He asked. No. I sat across from him. You? Never could. He poured me a drink, slid it across. Not after Sophia. Tell me about her. His jaw tightened. Why? Because I need to know who I'm replacing. You're not replacing anyone. Everyone thinks I am, even your men. I took a drink. So tell me, who was she? The silence stretched, long and heavy. Then Luca spoke. His voice was soft, broken. She was light, warmth, everything I wasn't. He stared at his glass. We met when I was 28. She was a nurse, tended a wound I got in a fight. She knew what you were? Eventually. I tried to hide it. Couldn't. His voice cracked. She stayed anyway. Said she saw something worth saving in me. Maybe she was right. She was wrong. His eyes found mine. I got her killed. That's what I am, a killer. Of enemies and innocents alike. It wasn't your fault. It was. He stood, paced. I knew the risks. Knew what marrying me meant. Did it anyway. Put my happiness over her safety. She chose to stay. Because she loved me. His voice broke. And I let her love me even though I knew it would kill her. That's the real crime. Elena felt his pain, deep and consuming. How far along was she? 6 months. A boy. He stopped at the window. I never got to meet him. Never got to hold him. Never got to tell him I'm sorry for failing. You didn't fail. Don't. His voice was sharp. Don't tell me it's okay. Don't forgive me. I don't deserve it. I stood, moved to him, didn't touch, just stood near. You're right, I said. I won't tell you it's okay, because it's not. Loss never is. He looked at me, surprised. But, I continued, you're still here, still breathing, still trying. That has to count for something. It doesn't. It does to Matteo. My voice was firm. He adores you, draws pictures of you smiling, talks about you constantly. To him, you're a hero. Something shifted in Luca's expression, pain and hope mixed together. I'm not a hero. Maybe not to everyone. I met his eyes. But to him, you are. And that matters. His breath caught. For a moment he looked young, vulnerable, human. Then his walls slammed back up. His face hardened. Go to bed, Elena. Luca, go. His voice was steel. Before I say something I can't take back. I left. But I looked back at the door. He stood at the window, head bowed, shoulders shaking. Elena felt something dangerous, something impossible. Sympathy, understanding, connection. I pushed it down, locked it away. This man was my protector, not my friend, not anything more. But watching him break in the darkness, I wondered if I was lying to myself. The attack came 3 days later, middle of the night. I woke to gunfire, close and loud. I grabbed Matteo. He was already awake, crying. It's okay, baby. I pulled him out of bed. We're okay. The door burst open. Luca, gun drawn, blood on his shirt. Move, now. His voice was hard. Where? Basement, safe room, move. I ran. Matteo in my arms, Luca behind us. More gunfire. Glass shattering. Men shouting. We reached the basement. Luca opened a hidden door, pushed us inside. Stay here. Don't open this door for anyone but me. Understand? What's happening? They found us. 10 men. Maybe more. His eyes found mine. I'll handle it. Luca, stay with him. Keep him quiet. I'll come back. He closed the door, locked it from outside. Matteo sobbed against me. I held him. Tried to be brave. More gunfire. Closer. An explosion shook the walls. I counted seconds. Minutes. Lost track. Then silence, heavy and terrifying. Footsteps. Someone at the door. Elena. Luca's voice. Rough. Tired. Open up. I opened the door. He stood there, covered in blood. Most not his. His eyes found mine. Something shifted in his expression. Relief. Raw and desperate. You're okay. We're okay. I looked at the blood. Are you? I'm fine. He held out his hand. Come. It's over. We went upstairs. Bodies everywhere. His men were cleaning up. Efficient. Practiced. Matteo buried his face in my shoulder. Didn't look. Luca led us to a different room. Clean. Safe. Stay here tonight, he said. I'll post guards outside. Thank you. He started to leave. I caught his arm. Luca, how many did you? 5. His voice was flat. They won't send more tonight, but they will tomorrow. Or the next day. So what do we do? His eyes found mine. Held them. We leave. At dawn. Somewhere they can't follow. Where? The mountains. My safe house. No one knows about it but me and Rico. Elena felt exhausted. Scared. Trapped. Will we ever be safe? Yes. His voice was certain. When Bianca's dead and her family scattered, that's when you're safe. And how long will that take? Something shifted in his expression. Grim determination. As long as it takes, he said. Because you're staying with me. Until this ends. The words felt like a promise. And a threat. And something else I couldn't name. He left. The door closed. I held Matteo. Listened to the sounds of cleanup. Bodies being moved. Blood being washed away. This was my life now. Violence and protection. Fear and safety. All wrapped around a man I barely knew, but somehow couldn't imagine leaving. Elena felt something dangerous growing inside her. Something that felt suspiciously close to trust. And that terrified her more than any gun ever could. We left before sunrise. 3 cars, armed guards in each. Matteo slept against me, exhausted from the night's terror. Luca sat beside us, silent, watchful. His hand rested near his gun. The road wound up into mountains. Trees replaced ocean. Cold replaced warmth. How long is the drive? I asked. 3 hours. His voice was quiet. Maybe 4. And no one knows about this place? Just Rico. And now you. His eyes found mine. It's the safest location I have. Safe from what? You killed 5 men last night. 5 men from one family. His jaw tightened. There are 6 families in Italy. And all of them want leverage over me. Elena felt overwhelmed. Why do they hate you so much? Because I control the ports, the shipping routes, the money. His voice was matter of fact. And because I refuse to share. You could share. Make peace. Peace isn't possible in my world. Something shifted in his expression. Only temporary truces before the next war. That's a terrible way to live. It's the only way I know. He looked at Matteo. His face softened. But maybe it doesn't have to be his way. Or yours. What does that mean? It means when this ends, you leave. You go home. You forget me. His eyes found mine. You live. And you? I stay. I fight. I survive until I don't. His voice was steady. Same as always. The car climbed higher. Snow appeared on the peaks. I watched Luca. Saw the resignation in his face. The acceptance of a violent end. Elena felt something twist inside her. Something that wanted to argue. To fight. To tell him he deserved more. But I stayed quiet. Because what could I offer him that his world hadn't already destroyed? The safe house was stone and wood. Built into the mountainside. Hidden by trees and snow. We're here, Luca said. I carried Matteo inside. The interior was warm. Simple. Nothing like the villa. 1 main room with a fireplace. Kitchen in the corner. 2 bedrooms. 1 bathroom. It's small, Luca said. But secure. No one can approach without us knowing. How? Cameras. Motion sensors. Tripwires in the forest. He set down bags. And Rico's stationed at the only road leading here. Just Rico? He's worth 10 men. Luca's voice was certain. And he won't let anyone through. I put Matteo in 1 bedroom. He didn't wake. Still exhausted. When I came out, Luca was starting a fire. His movements were practiced. Efficient. You know how to do normal things, I said. I wasn't always this. He gestured to himself. Once I was just a kid who liked campfires and mountains. What happened? My father happened. Then my grandfather. Then responsibility. The fire caught. Then Sophia. Then nothing. He stood. Looked at me. You should rest. We'll be here at least a week. A week? Until I neutralize the threat. or they give up. His eyes held mine. Whichever comes first. And if neither happens, then we stay longer. His voice was firm. I told you. You're under my protection until this ends. That's not negotiable. Elena felt trapped again, but also strangely safe. I'll rest soon. But first, I moved to the kitchen. When did you last eat? Yesterday. Maybe. That's not healthy. Health isn't my priority. Survival is. He watched me. What are you doing? Making food. I found bread, cheese, butter. You can't protect us if you collapse from hunger. Something shifted in his expression. Surprise, then almost warmth. You don't have to. I know. I met his eyes. I'm doing it anyway. He sat at the small table, watched me work. The silence was comfortable, different from before, less tense. I made simple sandwiches, set one in front of him. Eat. Bossy. But he picked it up, took a bite. Someone has to be. You certainly aren't taking care of yourself. I don't deserve to be taken care of. His voice was quiet. Maybe not. I sat across from him. But Mateo deserves to have you alive. So eat. He did. Slowly at first. Then hungrier. Finishing it quickly, I made another. He accepted it without argument. Thank you, he said. You're welcome. I mean it. His eyes found mine. Thank you. For everything. For being patient with this situation. For not running. For... Luca, I interrupted gently. You saved our lives. Multiple times. I should be thanking you. You didn't ask for any of this. No, but neither did you. Elena felt something soften inside her. We're both just trying to survive. His breath caught. Something shifted in his eyes. Recognition. Understanding. You're not what I expected, he said. What did you expect? Fear, resentment, hatred. He looked down. What I deserve. You're not what I expected either. What did you expect? A monster, a killer, someone cold and brutal. I paused. Someone who wouldn't teach my son chess, or make him smile, or cry over memories of his own lost child. His jaw tightened. I am a killer. Don't forget that. I won't. But you're also more than that. My voice was steady, whether you want to be or not. The fire crackled, the only sound in the room. Luca stood, walked to the window, looked out at the snow. Don't do this, Elena. Do what? Make me human. Make me feel. His voice was rough. It's dangerous. For both of us. Too late. I stayed seated. You already are. And I already do. Feel what? Safe. Confused. Grateful. I took a breath. Connected. He turned. His eyes found mine. Wide and vulnerable. Don't. Why not? Because everyone I connect with dies. And I won't let that happen to you. Or Mateo. Then keep us alive. Keep yourself alive. I stood. Moved closer. Stop treating your death as inevitable. It is inevitable. Not today. Not here. Elena felt brave. Reckless. So stop planning your funeral and start living. Something shifted in his expression. Hope mixed with fear. You make it sound simple. It is simple. Just hard. I stopped in front of him. Close but not touching. Choose to try. That's all. His hand lifted. Almost touched my face. Then dropped. I can't. Yes, you can. Elena, Mateo called from the bedroom. The moment shattered. I stepped back. I should check on him. Yes. Luca's voice was tight. You should. I went. Looked back once. He stood at the window, fists clenched, head bowed, fighting himself, and losing. Days passed in strange routine, cooking together, talking quietly, watching Mateo draw. Luca taught him chess every afternoon. Their games lasted hours, quiet and focused. I sewed a tear in Luca's shirt. He tried to protest. I did it anyway. You don't have to do this, he said. I know. I threaded the needle. But I want to. Why? Because you do things for us. This is what I can give back. His hand brushed mine. Accidentally. We both froze. The silence stretched. Heavy. Charged. Neither of us moved. Neither pulled away. Elena. His voice was rough. This can't... I know. I didn't look up. I know what this is, and what it isn't. Do you? You're protecting us. That's all. Anything else is just... I searched for words. Proximity. Circumstance. Survival bonding. Is that what you think this is? Isn't it? His fingers curled around mine. Gentle. Warm. "I don't know what this is," he said quietly, "but it's not nothing." My breath caught. Elena felt something dangerous bloom inside her. I pulled my hand away. Finished the stitching. "There. Done." I handed him the shirt. "Good as new." He took it. Our fingers brushed again. Neither of us acknowledged it, but we both felt it. Rico called on the 5th day. His voice was urgent. "Boss? We have a problem." "Tell me." Luca's voice was sharp. "Activity on the main road. 3 vehicles. Armed men. They're searching." "How close?" 10 miles. Maybe less." Rico paused. "They're moving slow. Checking everything." Luca's jaw tightened. "Can you divert them?" "Already tried. They're determined." Rico's voice was grim. "Boss? I think they have inside information. They're heading straight here." "Impossible. No one knows this location." "Someone does now." Luca's hands tightened into fists. "Fall back to the safe house. We'll regroup." "Negative. I'll hold them here. Buy you time." "Rico, get them out, boss. That's what matters." The line cut out. Luca swore in Italian, grabbed his phone, called back. No answer. Elena felt scared. "What's happening?" "Rico's engaging hostiles. Alone." Luca moved fast, grabbed weapons, supplies. "We need to leave. Now." "Where?" "Deeper into the mountains. There's a cave system. Natural shelter." He looked at me. "Get Matteo. Pack only essentials. We have 5 minutes." I ran. Woke Matteo. He was groggy, confused. "Mama? We're going on an adventure, baby. Like camping." I forced a smile. "Come on." I grabbed our things, met Luca at the door. He was on the phone again. Still no answer from Rico. "Damn it." He pocketed the phone, looked at us. "Ready?" "Yes." "Stay close. Don't talk. Follow exactly where I step." His eyes found mine. "Trust me." "I do." Something shifted in his expression. Surprise, then determination. "Let's move." We hiked for hours, through snow and trees, following trails only Luca could see. Matteo struggled. His breathing was labored. The altitude hurt him. Luca carried him the last mile. Didn't complain. Didn't slow. The cave was hidden behind fallen rocks. Dark, cold, empty. "We'll stay here tonight," Luca said. "Tomorrow, I'll scout." He built a small fire using supplies from his pack. The flames barely lit the space. Matteo huddled against me, shivering despite the fire. Luca wrapped his jacket around him, left himself in just a shirt. "You'll freeze," I said. "I've survived worse." His voice was steady. "He needs it more." Elena felt grateful and guilty. "Luca, about Rico. Don't." His voice was hard. "Don't say it." "Say what?" "That it's my fault. That he's dead because of me." He stared at the fire. "I already know. He's not dead. You don't know that. Neither do you." I moved closer. "Don't give up on him. He wouldn't give up on you. He already gave up." Luca's voice cracked. "He sacrificed himself. For us. That's what loyalty means in my world. Death. Then change your world." "I can't." "You can. You just won't." Elena felt angry. "You'd rather wallow in guilt than fight for something better." His eyes snapped to mine. Sharp. Hurt. "You think I want this? You think I enjoy watching people die for me? I think you've accepted it, and that's worse. What choice do I have?" "Every choice." My voice rose. Matteo stirred. I lowered it. "You could walk away, leave this life, disappear, and go where? Become who?" He stood, paced. "This is all I am, all I know. Without it, I'm nothing." "You're wrong." "Am I?" He turned. His eyes were bright, angry. "Tell me, Elena, what am I without the violence? Without the power? Without the fear?" I stood, met his eyes. "You're the man who teaches chess to a scared little boy, who cries over memories of his lost family, who saves strangers because no one saved him." My voice was firm. "That's who you are. Everything else is just armor." His breath caught. The anger drained from his face. "You don't understand what you're asking." "I understand perfectly." I moved closer. "I'm asking you to try. To believe you deserve more than this. To fight for a future instead of accepting a funeral. Why do you care?" The question hung between us. Heavy, dangerous. Why did I care? He was my protector, my captor, a killer, a criminal. But he was also gentle with my son, haunted by his dead wife. lonely in ways I recognized. Elena felt something shift inside her, something terrifying and undeniable. Because you matter, I said quietly, to Matteo, and to me. The silence stretched. Luca stared at me, his expression raw, vulnerable. Elena, a sound outside. Footsteps. Voices. Luca's face hardened. He grabbed his gun, moved to the cave entrance. Stay back, he whispered. Don't move. I pulled Matteo close, covered his mouth. My heart pounded. The voices grew closer, speaking Italian, angry, searching. Luca's finger moved to the trigger. His body was tense, ready. The voices passed, fading into the distance. Luca waited. Minutes stretched. Finally, he lowered the gun. They're gone, for now. How did they find us? They didn't. They're searching blindly. He came back, sat down. But they're close. Too close. What do? We wait until dawn, then we move again. His eyes found mine. Until I can contact my people. Get reinforcements. Enrico? His jaw tightened. We'll find him. Dead or alive. I owe him that. Elena felt his pain. Sharp and consuming. You care about him. He's been with me 15 years. Since we were kids. Luca's voice was quiet. He's more than my second. He's my brother. Then he'll survive. Brothers don't give up on each other. Sometimes they don't have a choice. There's always a choice. I touched his hand. Don't lose hope. He looked at our hands. Didn't pull away. You're dangerous, he said. How? You make me want things I can't have, feel things I shouldn't. His eyes found mine. You make me hope, and hope is deadly in my world. Maybe your world needs more hope, or maybe you need less. But his fingers curled around mine. Before it gets you killed. We sat there, hands linked, fire dying, Matteo sleeping between us. Outside, danger hunted us. Inside, something else grew, something neither of us could name or stop. And I realized with terrifying clarity that I didn't want to stop it, didn't want to pull away, didn't want this moment to end. Elena felt something she hadn't felt in years. Connection, want, need. And looking at Luca's face in the firelight, I saw the same emotions reflected back. Dangerous, impossible, real. We survived 3 more days in the mountains, moving at night, hiding by day. Luca finally got signal on the 4th day, made calls, arranged extraction. A helicopter will meet us at the northern ridge, he said. 2 hours hike, and then back to the villa, or somewhere safer, depending on what I learn. His eyes found mine. About Rico, about Bianca, about who leaked our location. We started walking. Matteo was exhausted but pushing through. Luca carried him again, refused my help. Save your strength, he said. You'll need it. We reached the ridge as the sun set. The helicopter was already there, waiting. Luca's men climbed out, 4 of them, armed and ready. Boss, the lead man nodded. Good to see you alive. Status report. Rico's missing. Last contact was 5 days ago. The man's voice was grim. We found his car. Signs of struggle. Blood, but no body. Luca's hands tightened. Bianca? Claims she has him. Sent this. He handed over a phone. Luca looked at the screen. His face went white. He showed me. A photo of Rico. Beaten. Bound. Alive, but barely. Caption, trade. The woman for his life. You have 24 hours. Elena felt sick. This was my fault. Rico was suffering because of me. No, Luca said, reading my face. Don't even think it. She wants me, not him. She wants to hurt me. You're just the tool. His voice was hard. And I won't let her use you. Rico's your brother. And you're... He stopped. Couldn't finish. You're under my protection. That means something. It means he dies if I don't go. It means we find another way. He turned to his men. Locate Bianca. I want every safe house, every contact, every possible location. Boss, we've tried. She's ghost. Try harder. His voice was steel. I want her found within 12 hours. No excuses. The men scattered, made calls. Worked fast. Luca pulled me aside. His eyes were intense. Listen to me. You don't go. You don't trade yourself. You don't play hero. His hands gripped my arms, gentle but firm. Understand? But Rico will survive, or won't. But you're not dying for him. I won't allow it. You don't own me. No. Something shifted in his expression. But I protect what's mine. And right now, you're mine to protect. Elena felt something dangerous. Possessive words that should scare me, but didn't. Luca, promise me. His voice was rough, desperate. Promise you won't do anything stupid. I looked at him, saw the fear in his eyes, the barely controlled panic. I promise, I lied. We flew to a new location, a fortified building in the city, guards everywhere. Matteo fell asleep immediately, exhausted from days of running. I tucked him in, kissed his forehead, left the room quietly, found Luca in the main room, surrounded by maps and phones, his men updating him constantly. Anything? I asked. 3 possible locations. We're checking them now. He didn't look up. This ends tonight, one way or another. I sat beside him, watched him work. His focus was absolute, every movement precise. This was the Mafia boss everyone feared. But I'd seen the other side. The gentle teacher, the grieving widower, the man who cried. Elena felt torn between 2 truths. He was dangerous. He was kind. Both were real. You should rest, he said. So should you. I can't. Not until Rico's safe. Then I'll stay up with you. He looked at me. Something shifted in his expression. Gratitude. Need. You don't have to. I know. I met his eyes. I want to. The silence stretched. Comfortable. Charged. His hand moved across the table, stopped near mine. Not touching. Just close. I moved mine too. Our fingers almost met. Elena. His voice was quiet. Strained. We can't. Can't what? This. Whatever this is. He pulled his hand back. It's not safe. Not smart. Not possible? Yes. Why not? Because I'm a killer. A criminal. A man with no future. His eyes found mine. And you deserve better than that. Maybe I don't want better. Maybe I want you. His breath caught. The words hung between us. Heavy. True. You don't mean that. Yes, I do. Elena felt brave. Reckless. I don't want to. God knows I've tried not to. But I do. Elena, you make me feel safe, protected, seen. My voice shook. No one's done that since I was 18. Since before Matteo. That's just gratitude. Survival instinct. But his eyes said he didn't believe it. Is it? I moved closer. Then what is it when my heart races every time you look at me? When I can't sleep because I'm listening for you? When the thought of losing you terrifies me more than any of Bianca's threats? He stood. Backed away. His face was torn. Conflicted. You're confused. Traumatized. You don't know what you're saying. I know exactly what I'm saying. I stood too. I care about you. I don't want to. It's stupid and dangerous and impossible. But it's true. Stop. No. I moved closer. You asked me why I care. That's why. Because somehow, in the middle of this nightmare, you became someone I can't imagine losing. His hands gripped my arms. Not hard, just holding me there. This can't happen. It already has. Elena. A phone rang. One of his men answered. Listened. His face went pale. Boss. They found her. Bianca. She's at the abandoned warehouse district. And she's waiting. Luca's grip tightened, then released. Gear up. We move in 10. He looked at me. His eyes were torn. Stay here, with Matteo. Don't leave this building. Luca. I mean it, Elena. Promise me. Really promise me this time. Elena felt something break inside her. The thought of him walking into danger. Possibly dying. Never coming back. Come back, I said. Whatever happens, come back. Something shifted in his expression. Soft. Vulnerable. I'll try. He touched my face. Gentle. Brief. For you, I'll try. Then he was gone. His men following, leaving me alone in the safe house. I stood there, heart pounding, mind racing. Rico was being held. Luca was going to rescue him. And Bianca would be there, waiting, planning. This was a trap. I knew it. Luca knew it. But he was walking into it anyway. Because that's what he did. Protected people. Saved people. Even when it meant dying. Elena felt something fierce and certain rise inside her. I couldn't let him die. Couldn't let Rico suffer. Couldn't sit here safe while they fought my battle. I found paper. Wrote a note. My hands shook, but my words were clear. You once said I was your peace. Let me be your shield. I'm sorry. I have to do this. Take care of Mateo if I don't come back. I left it on the table, grabbed my coat, slipped out through the service entrance. The guards didn't see me. They were focused outward, not inward. I caught a taxi, gave the driver an address I'd overheard. The warehouse district. He looked at me strange. You sure, lady? That's not a safe area. I'm sure. He drove. I watched the city pass. Tried not to think about what I was doing. Tried not to think about Mateo waking up alone. About Luca's anger when he found me gone. About dying before I could tell him No. I pushed the thought away. I wouldn't die. I'd trade myself. Rico would go free. Luca would be safe. That's all that mattered. Elena felt scared, but certain. This was the right choice. The only choice. The taxi stopped 3 blocks away. Far as I go. I paid him, got out, walked toward the warehouses. Dark buildings loomed ahead. Empty streets. No lights. I found the address. A massive warehouse. Rusted. Abandoned. The door was open, waiting. I stepped inside. The warehouse was dark, cold, empty except for shadows. I walked deeper inside. My footsteps echoed. Hello? My voice was small. Scared. Lights blazed, blinding. I covered my eyes. When I could see again, she was there. Bianca Rossi, beautiful, cold, smiling. Elena Cruz. Her voice was smooth. The replacement. How sweet. I'm not a replacement. No? She walked closer. You look like Sophia. Act like Sophia. Made Luca feel again just like Sophia. Her smile widened. If that's not a replacement, what is? Elena felt exposed. Vulnerable. Where's Rico? Safe. For now. She gestured. 2 men dragged Rico forward. He was beaten. Bloody. But alive. His eyes found mine. He shook his head. Warning me. Let him go, I said. I'm here. That's what you wanted. Part of what I wanted. Bianca circled me. The other part is watching Luca break. Again. Like he did when Sophia died. He doesn't love me. Doesn't he? She laughed. Then why did he kill 15 men protecting you? Why did he abandon his empire to hide you in the mountains? Why does he look at you the way he used to look at her? I didn't answer. Couldn't. You're his weakness, Bianca said. And weaknesses must be eliminated. She pulled a gun. Aimed it at my chest. Any last words? My breath caught. Elena felt terrified. Tell Mateo I love him. Tell Luca. I stopped. Tell him I'm sorry. How touching. Her finger moved to the trigger. Goodbye, Elena. The warehouse exploded. Not literally, but close. Gunfire erupted. Men shouting. Chaos. Bianca turned. Distracted for 1 second. Rico broke free. Tackled one of his guards. Started fighting. I ran. Dove behind crates. Covered my head. More gunfire. Glass shattering. Metal screaming. Then his voice. Sharp. Commanding. Furious. Bianca! Luca appeared through the smoke. Gun drawn. Face hard as stone. Behind him, his men. At least 20. All armed. Bianca's smile faltered. Luca, how did you find you? His voice was ice. You're predictable. Stupid. And you just made your last mistake. What mistake? Touching what's mine. He moved forward. Each step deliberate. Deadly. Where is she? Dead. I shot her. You're too late. Something shifted in Luca's expression. Pure rage. Uncontrolled and absolute. Then you die slowly. He raised his gun. Bianca raised hers. I'm here, I shouted. Stood up. Luca, I'm here. He spun. Saw me. His face changed. Relief and fury mixed together. Elena. His voice cracked. You promised. I lied. I moved toward him. I couldn't let you die for me. So you came to die instead? His hands shook. Stupid. Reckless. Brave and stupid. Bianca laughed. How sweet. One last reunion before you both die. She aimed at me. Luca moved. Fast. Impossibly fast. He put himself between us. His body, my shield. You want her? His voice was steel. You go through me first. Gladly. Bianca fired. 3 shots. Fast and accurate. Luca staggered. Blood bloomed on his shoulder, his side, his leg. But he didn't fall. Didn't drop his gun. He fired back. Once. Precise. Final. Bianca's eyes went wide. She looked down at the hole in her chest. You loved me once, she whispered. I tolerated you. Luca's voice was flat. I loved Sophia. And He stopped. You were nothing. She fell, dead before she hit the ground. Luca turned. His eyes found mine. Are you hurt? No. But you are. I moved to him. You're bleeding. I'm fine. But his legs buckled. I caught him. Barely. Rico! I shouted. Help! Rico appeared, also bleeding but functional. Together we lowered Luca to the ground. Boss, stay with us. Rico's voice was urgent. Medic! Now! Luca's eyes stayed on mine. His hand gripped mine. Tight. Desperate. You came for me, he said. Why? Because I'm stupid and reckless. Tears ran down my face. And I couldn't let you die. Elena, don't talk. Save your strength. I pressed my hand to his shoulder, trying to stop the bleeding. You're going to be fine. Listen to me. His voice was weak, fading. If I don't make it, you will. If I don't, take Matteo. Leave Italy. Start over. His eyes held mine. Live. Be happy. Forget me. I can't forget you. Try. His breath caught. Promise me. No. My voice broke. I won't promise that. I won't forget you. I won't leave. I won't. Stubborn. A ghost of a smile. Just like her. I'm not her, I'm me. I leaned closer. And I'm not losing you. You promised to come back, so come back. His eyes were closing. Elena, don't you dare die, Luca Moretti. My voice was fierce. Don't you dare leave me. Not after everything. Not after making me care. Not after... His hand touched my face. Weak, but there. After what? After making me fall for you. You stupid, reckless, impossible man. The words came out. True and terrifying. So you don't get to die. You have to live. For Matteo. For Rico. For me. Something shifted in his expression. His eyes opened wider. Clearer. You. Love you. Yes. I was crying fully now. I love you. And if you die, I'll never forgive you. He pulled me closer. His lips found mine. Rough. Desperate. Brief. Then I'll live, he whispered against my mouth. For you. The medics arrived, pushed me aside, started working. Rico pulled me back, held me while I shook. He'll survive, Rico said. Boss is too stubborn to die. You don't know that. I do. Rico's voice was certain. He has something to live for now. That changes everything. Elena felt hope and terror mixed together. Watching them work, watching Luca fight. His eyes stayed open, stayed on me. Even as they lifted him, even as they carried him away. I followed, refused to leave his side. In the ambulance, I held his hand, felt his pulse, weak but steady. Stay with me, I whispered. Please, stay with me. His fingers squeezed mine. Once. Barely. But enough. Surgery took 6 hours. I waited, paced, prayed to gods I didn't believe in. Rico waited with me. Silent, supportive. This is my fault, I said. If I hadn't gone, he would have walked into the same trap. Rico's voice was firm, and possibly died. You probably saved him by being there. Gave him something to fight for. He got shot because of me. He got shot protecting you. That's different. Rico looked at me. Boss doesn't protect people he doesn't care about. And he's never looked at anyone the way he looks at you, not even Sophia. Elena felt something twist inside her. He loved her. He did, but differently. Rico paused. Sophia was his light. You're his reason. There's a difference. What difference? Light can go out. Reasons don't. His voice was quiet. You gave him a reason to live again. That's bigger than love. That's purpose. The doctor appeared before I could respond. His face was tired but smiling. He's stable. Strong. Lucky. The doctor pulled off his mask. The bullets missed vital organs. He'll recover fully, with time. My breath caught. Relief flooded through me. Can I see him? Soon. He's sleeping now. But yes, you can see him. I sat beside his bed, held his hand, watched him breathe. Matteo was with Maria. Safe. Rico had called to update him, told him Luca was okay. Now it was just us. Quiet. Peaceful. His eyes opened, groggy but aware. Elena. His voice was rough. You're here. Where else would I be? Safe. Far from me. But his hand gripped mine. Smart thing to do. When have I ever done the smart thing? I smiled through tears. I went to that warehouse, remember? Don't remind me. Something shifted in his expression. I thought I lost you. When Bianca said she killed you, His voice broke. I became someone I didn't recognize. Someone who would burn the world to ash. But you didn't have to. I'm here. You are. His eyes held mine. Why did you come? Really? Elena felt vulnerable, exposed. I told you. I couldn't let you die. You said more than that, before I passed out. His thumb traced circles on my hand. Something about falling and loving. Was that real? Or did I dream it? My breath caught. It was real. Say it again. His voice was quiet, intense. Please. I love you. The words came easier this time. I don't know when it happened. Somewhere between the airport and the mountains. Between chess lessons and campfires. Between fear and trust. I met his eyes. But it's true. And terrifying. And impossible. But true. Something shifted in his expression. Joy and pain mixed together. You shouldn't love me. Probably not. I'm a killer. A criminal. A man with no future. You said that already. I moved closer. Do you have a point? My point is you deserve better. Maybe. I touched his face. Gentle. Careful of his injuries. But I don't want better. I want you. His eyes closed. His breath caught. Elena, you don't have to say it back. I'm not asking for that. My voice was steady. I just needed you to know. Before anything else happens. Before we lose another chance. Another chance? To be honest. To be real. I held his hand tighter. To stop running from what we feel. His eyes opened. Found mine. Held them. I stopped running the moment you called me stupid for dying. A real smile. Small but genuine. No one's ever loved me enough to be angry at my death. Well, I do. So don't do it again. Yes, ma'am. His smile faded, replaced by something deeper, softer. Elena, I need to tell you something. What? When Sophia died, I thought I died with her. Thought the part of me that could feel was buried with them. His voice was rough, emotional. Then you appeared. Defiant in an airport, fierce protecting your son, brave despite being terrified. My chest tightened. Luca, let me finish. His hand cupped my face. You weren't Sophia. You were something else. Something new. And slowly, without meaning to, you brought me back. Made me feel. Made me want. Made me hope. Elena felt tears fall. I didn't mean to. I know. That's what made it real. His thumb wiped my tears. You weren't trying to fix me. Or replace anyone. You were just being you. And somehow, that was enough. Enough for what? To make me fall in love with you too. The words hung between us. Heavy. Real. Undeniable. My breath caught. You. Love you. Yes. His eyes were bright, emotional. I fought it. Denied it. Tried to convince myself it was just protection. Just responsibility. Just proximity. He pulled me closer. But it's not. It's love. Real and terrifying and impossible. But love. I kissed him. Gentle. Careful of his wounds. Pouring everything into it. He kissed back. His hand in my hair. His heart beating against mine. When we broke apart, we were both crying. Both smiling. What do we do now? I asked. We live. His voice was certain. We survive. We build something better. Together? Together. He kissed me again. Softer. If you'll have me, broken and violent and impossible as I am, I'll have you. I rested my forehead against his. All of you. Forever. Recovery took weeks. Luca healed slowly but steadily. Matteo visited every day, drew pictures, played chess, made Luca smile. When can you come home? Matteo asked. Soon, kiddo. Luca ruffled his hair. Very soon. Good. Mama misses you. Matteo looked at me. Right, Mama? Elena felt embarrassed. Matteo, she does. She talks about you all the time. His voice was matter of fact. She loves you. Luca's eyes found mine. Warm. Knowing. Does she? Yes, I said. She does. Something shifted in his expression. Happiness. Pure and simple. Then I'm a lucky man. 6 months later, the villa was restored. Better than before. Brighter. Warmer. I stood on the balcony. Watched the ocean. Felt peace I'd never known. Arms wrapped around me from behind. Luca's chest against my back. What are you thinking? His voice was soft. That I'm happy. I leaned into him. Really, truly happy. Good. He kissed my neck. You deserve to be. Below, Matteo ran through the garden. Rico chased him, both laughing. Papa! Matteo called. Come play! Luca stiffened, then relaxed. His eyes were bright. He called me. Papa, yes. I turned in his arms. Is that okay? It's... His voice cracked. It's everything. He kissed me, deep and certain. A promise without words. When we broke apart, he pulled out a small box. Velvet. Dark blue. My breath caught. Elena Cruz. He opened it. A simple ring. Beautiful. Perfect. I can't promise you safety, or normal, or easy. I know. But I can promise you love. Loyalty. Forever. His eyes held mine. Will you marry me? Build a life with me? Let me be Matteo's father and your husband? Elena felt joy flood through her, complete and overwhelming. Yes. I kissed him. Yes to everything. He slid the ring on. It fit perfectly, like it was made for me. Papa! Matteo called again. Mama, look! We looked down. Matteo pointed at the sky. A jet flew overhead, white against blue. Is that your jet, Papa? No, kiddo. Luca's voice was warm. But we can fly tomorrow, if your mama approves. Can we, Mama? Please? I looked at Luca, saw the man he'd become. Gentle, present, alive. Not the cold killer from the airport, not the grieving widower, not the hollow man going through motions. Someone new, someone better, someone who chose life over death, hope over despair, love over emptiness. We can, I said. We can do anything. Luca pulled me close, kissed my temple, his ring heavy on my finger, his heart steady against mine. Below, Matteo laughed. Rico joined him. Maria brought food. Guards patrolled but smiled. This was home. This was family. This was everything I'd stopped believing in. And looking at Luca's face, I saw the same realization, the same gratitude, the same joy. We'd survived the darkness, together, and now we got to live in the light. I love you, he whispered. I love you too. Matteo ran inside, grabbed Luca's hand. Come on, Papa. You promised chess. Luca laughed, real and full. I did. Let's go. He pulled me with him, into the villa, into laughter, into life. The ocean stretched behind us, endless, beautiful, free, just like our future. Finally, finally free.